Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's race. And tonight it's round 5 of the GT3 Monday series. Just give me a second. So I've got a bit too much going on in the background. Just bear with me 2 seconds. It's still coming out. So good evening, everyone. That's it. It's all good to go now. Apologies for that. So yeah, qualification has just got underway. So we're on board with number 25, Big Out. So currently nobody has set a time. I think Al's maybe one of the first cars out there. Currently says nobody's on a lap. So good evening, those who have tuned in. We hope you are all well. So car 206 has got underway, and that is Mr. Whitburn. Let's watch some of his on board as he sets his first time lap. See him pushing really hard for that chicane. I personally can't stand that chicane. Oh, it's a lot of that outside curve there. So what can he do with his first time lap? Really Cherokee exit as Matt shows us there. Comes across the line and he sets nothing. Must have been a dirty lap. No time set. Let's jump on board with somebody else in as we wait for cars to come through. Casagario goes top with a 34.1. Got car 900. Too many cars. Well, we've got 28 out there tonight. So Pistorius is making his way across the line, and that puts him up in 9th. Jensen just come across the line and he goes up into 12th. 43 Barton. Where does he go? He goes into 14th with Bidolph in 15th. Let's see Emmanuelson coming across the line as well as Turner. Turner goes 16th, Emmanuelson up into 11th. Bidolph pulls over. And I'd imagine he's going to make changes. Car 99, it is DeCampo, one of the title contenders. He's coming across the line now. Where does he go? Only into 7th in the McLaren. And then we've got 206. Whitburn yet to set the time. And he does take pole position with a 33.2. Da Costa Dexeria. And I've just seen Lara's gone into 7th place, who's done a brilliant job in the Honda Evo. car 71 and now, which is Marino. What can he do with his first time lap? He does go up into 7th. Car 14 coming around the final bend, which I believe is Lorenzo Galea. We'll be designing a new livery for him in the coming weeks. And Cook now in the BMW. Where does he put himself? Up into 13th. So currently, Haywood is way out ahead of the Pro-Ams. He's up in 6th place. And then Jay Manuelson is in 2nd place at the moment. He sounded like he was enjoying himself earlier. So Pryor puts himself into 16th with Campo. Moves himself up into 3rd now. With Whitburn back across the line. Does he improve? Not on this lap. Graham Kerr now. And he's in 4th place. And we've got Sorosa coming around the final bend. Can we find his number in time? There he is. He's in 7th place currently. And he stays there for 9th with 33.9. Car number 5. Blanchett. What's he got? He goes up into 22nd. Marino goes up into 8th. And then we've got Jay Jones in 20th currently. Makes his way across the line. And goes into 16th. Looking for Red eBay now. He's just made the switch from Xbox to PC. For Xbox, been racing with us on Xbox for a long time. As well as Turner just behind him. So Reddy in 28th there, he's put himself. Turner having a decent run at the moment. He's been a back marker for most of the season, but he's looking strong at the moment. We've got Whitburn making his way across the line. He's on a big lap at the moment. Watch this, boys and girls. Is he going to take pole? He does by 18 hundredths. Ulrich pushed down into 2nd place. Currently in the pits. 7 minutes remaining. He's got plenty of time. Mitra. He was racing last night, wasn't he, mate? Well done. Last night. And up in the 4th place goes Lara. Then goes Marino. 76 now. Where are you? Biddulph in the Bentley. Quite a few Bentleys this season. I can see 3 on screen. Didn't see that many last season. Biddulph moves up into 24th. I do know, I can tell you that okay, something's not right there. I think he might have just left. But Paul Whitburn, our pro leader, he's currently had to retire from the race with broken brake pedals. Locking up. Yeah, you enjoyed your race, did you, mate? That's good to hear. Got on Bing Ball with Binky. Here's one of the liveries I've designed. Just a bit of a shameless plug there. But where does that put him? He goes into 25th currently. We've got a bit of a flurry of cars coming across the line now. Greg Kerr is one of them, but he pulls up by the pits. Coupon in 13th currently, and that's where he stays. And then we've got Dormand, who's just above him. Does not improve either. Got a yellow car, yellow flag there. We've got a car in the middle there. I can't see who that is. So jump on board with Savelli, who's just exiting the penultimate corner. And he's up on his lap at the moment. So he will improve. Where will this put him? He goes up into 8th place. And then Jay Jones, 17th place, looking a lot stronger this week. Mid-pack at the moment. It's Rosa, who's having one of the best seasons I've seen on any platform so far. Stays in 7th for the moment. And we've got 337 Colurso. Nice livery on that car. That one's not by me. He stays in the 11th. So Whitburn with a 32.8. Ulrich, I'm not able to do anything about it. No backer this week. Ball with Dormand. So he's on a lap at the moment. He's going to improve. I think he's going to make much difference to his position. I think it's must have blue flagged it somewhere. 206 Whitburn is not on a lap currently. 40. Can I jump on board? Yeah, that's Paul Cook. I was just sorting something out on the screen. I'm back with you. I'm director, producer and commentator. Right, so I'm back with you now. So any change to the top? Whitburn's still leading. No one challenging him currently. Got Turner about to cross the line. Car 63. He was looking pretty strong. Definitely a bit more competitive at the back. Car 101, Dormand. What's he got? Evening to Rosa. Looking pretty strong out there again, mate. At the moment, nobody's challenging you either. So Lee goes up into 11th. Colurso a bit further back. Whitburn coming around. Is he going to improve again? Oh my word. A 32.7. And then Hayward, he's not going to improve because he's not yet anyway. This man Will is going to big jump here. Goes up into 18th. Big out. Oh, Chief Steward. Quite ironic because he gets in most incidents than anyone else. And then here comes Marino. Does not improve. De Campo, he's not improving as he comes on to his final lap now. As we move into the final minute. And Casario, session over for him. 337, any movement there? Yes, Colurso goes up into 9th place. Going to look for 14, Galea. He's not improving, but he's going to give himself a chance to do one more lap. With Binky hot on his heels, actually. Binky's going to improve. He'll jump a couple of places here as well. There it goes up into 22nd. The further forward, the better. And then Lara in the Honda goes up into 4th. I don't think Dorman did not improve. 111 Graham Kerr now. He comes around the final corner. It does not improve either. Whitburn is on another lap once again. Let's jump a ball with Hartfield. He's improving again. This will move in up several positions if it was valid, but he's just made the line. So everyone on a lap now is their final lap. Colurso will be the first to cross the line. 337 in the Ferrari. Here he comes as he comes around the tricky final corner. So easy to kick the back end out on that final corner. And what can Colurso do? Ever slightly improves, but not enough. Car number 5 now. And Blanchett crosses. Car number 14. Lorenzo's going to improve it. And he pushes himself up into 12th place. Going to be an interesting battle at the back here. A lot of these BOA drivers. So you think track limits are going to be an issue here? Thank you very much, Rosa. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please do subscribe. We've had a good jump in numbers recently. Up to 509, I think. So please help us out by keep subscribing and liking. And notice nobody ever leaves comments as well, so drop a comment in the afterwards if you ever watch it, whether you're watching this back or if you watch it back. It all helps on the old algorithm. But well done once again to Whitburn. Man's on fire tonight, making the most of Backer not being there out there in the Audi. It's Rosa in the lead Audi. Yeah, well, we got some classic BOA drivers out there. Go on a little grid walk. Oh, wrong way. So we're on board with Whitburn now. We're literally inside his car. And then we've got DeCampo and Lara as we get through the season. Starting to remember who some of these drivers are. I believe that's Savelli. We've got Kerr on the left there in the BMW in the black and yellow. Cobra Kai livery. So Rosa in the Team Boa livery. He's got one on the way. And we've got the other BMW just behind. And then we've got Hayward. Missed the car on off the line there. And then we've got Cooper on your right there. Paul Cook on the left. Oh, the car's just dropped there. And then we got Emmanuelson in the Norwegian colours. And then we've got Barton on the left in the Porsche, Hartfield on the right in the Aston, and on the left is Jensen in the Aspire livery. In the Bud livery is Pryor, Blanchett in the Aston, Audi, Galea in the Ferrari there. And then we've got Binky on the right, Biddulph on the left. We've got the Macca Mover on the right, and last but not least, in the Gas Monkey livery is Taylor. I nearly forgot them. So just 30 seconds remaining until we get the race underway. It's 3 PM in the afternoon.
30 seconds.
So it's going to be pretty pretty murky by the end. Pretty dim, sorry, I should say.
20 seconds.
You see Magnussen in the background there, already with his lights on. Safety first. And away goes Matt Whitburn, once again leading the pack. It's a great sight at the beginning of any race. 28 cars lined up. Still haven't broken that 40 yet, but we'll get there. We're using a new stewarding reporting system, so hopefully we're going to start ironing out some of the kinks that we've had recently. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring that to Xbox just yet. Hoping that if we do get UDP accessibility on, like we had for project cars. So early bets will be on Whitburn to take the lead, but we have seen occasions where the form gets turned on its head. Whitburn in the past suffering plenty of issues, and then we've got Galea and Lara into the pits. And the DC for Shogun here. So we've got some issues. Dude, come back in and start from the pits. We did have Jim said we had problems with the... He was getting big pig. So they make their way up into the final corner. Just make sure I've got my mic switched on. So Lara will be starting from the pits as well as Galea. So round 5 about to get underway as they approach the start-finish line. Waiting for that green light. And then they floor it towards turn 1. Good luck to the drivers.
Green light, show them where you go.
And Whitburn gets a good start as well as Ulrich. Gets a bit tight between Kerr and Soroza here. Soroza go around the inside. And Kerr going, trying to take the outside line. And gets a great run there. Let's jump back one. It looks like Kerr's got a run. Oh, so I'm just trying to catch up. It's a bit of a nightmare at this stage. All looks relatively clean at the moment. See anyone who shouldn't be at the back? There are a couple. That looks like the 2 Ferraris. Taylor just getting completely out of the way there. Fair play to him. Can you not join now? You should be able to. So Whitburn off to a good start. He's already got a decent gap already. So Kerr's got himself up into 6th place. It all looks relatively clean at the moment. We've got Bidolph with Binky. Bidolph, I'm 90% sure, is still on control. You can tell by the way the car moves around. I don't think I've seen anyone on control in this game. It's all race experience, dude. But to be fair, it's been pretty clean at the moment. So yeah, very quiet, clean start. 90% that won't last for too long. So Savelli in 5th place, chasing down Cascario in 4th. got a bit of a bunching together here. Got Jensen in the Aspire livery. Whitburn now pulled a 1 second lead over Ulrich. Got Barton starting to close in on Cooper, and these two seem to come together quite a few times this season. I don't think that gap's quite right on the screen there. 2 laps. Nice little tussle going between these guys. So I'm going to take one of them to trip up. Hayward seems to be gathering pace as well. He's 0.5, 1.6 behind them. Then we've got Hartfield on Blanchett at the moment, with Pryor waiting in the wings. Pryor in pro. And then we've got the 3 cars which we didn't see that came off the track. Oh, look at this. Binky's getting swarmed by pro drivers. And they're all tripping over each other to get past Binky as well. Binky's under no obligation to get out of the way, but he's definitely going to be on a slower pace than these guys behind. Almost looks like they're on fast forward. Al's off the track. Oh, he's knocked a sign onto the track. Oof. And now Biddle's having a look at Big Al as well. No, that wasn't. That was Petrone, who had a terrible outing last time. Oh no, that was Shoe last week. No Shoe this week. Oh, Al puts a move back on Pryor there. Where did that move come from, Al? And then we've got a couple bits of movement in Thingy Jensen, and just as you've got through, maybe Blanchett was off the track. It's all pretty calm at the front. So Lara and Clerso have made their way past Binky. Now Pistorius is waiting for his turn. Binky off the track again. He's don't know whether he's struggling with nerves. He's getting it sideways. Keeps it out of the wall, but he's got to be careful re-entering the track. And all's well, ends well. Hayward's closed in on Marino. I think Hayward may have lost out a position there. So Mangelson on the hunt after Jensen. This is actually a battle between two teams as well, Team BoA and Team Aspire. And speaking of Team BoA, Rosa under a lot of pressure here from Savelli. Blanchett. Oh, what's happened there? Someone's off the track in the background. That's Colerso. Oh, he's spun as well as he's re-entered. That was lucky. Wonder what we find out what happened there. If I press this button, let's hope it don't cause so many issues. So he comes up against Petrone. Oh, that was his fault there by the looks of it. He got up on the curb. So we'll switch again in a second. 5 seconds of that replay remaining. Blanchett is all over the spoiler of thinking, oh, he struggles to get his stop there. I haven't sorted out the mods. Do apologise about the spamming there. So once again, the battles are in the middle. Whitburn's pulled out I wonder if he's just had an issue. Yeah, he's kicking up some dust. So I'd say that Whitburn's just lost a bit of time to Ulrich and De Campo sticking with them. All of them around within a 2.5 second gap. Then we've got Savelli and Sarosa. So let's go back to here because it looks like Magnusson might have got a move. Jensen goes up on the inside. Got to argue that Magnusson gave him the room from that angle, but we shall see. So now Hayward hunting down Marino ahead of him. Hayward's generally a fast driver, but he's a bit haphazard. Let's see what happened here. This is a replay. Oh, he just gets it wrong there and makes contact with Pryor. Taylor's off the track as well. Don't know what's happened to him. Let's jump back as well. Battling with Binky. Gets the curb. That's not the first time we've seen that. It does not manage to get it stopped. Oh dear, that was a replay once again. So we've got a two-way battle between these two. This is a great battle so far. So Rosered's got past Savelli as well. Hayward still unable to get past. We've got Coupon closing in on Cook. Just down to 25 cars now. Don't know whether Pryor is out of the race or just into the pits. So 3 retirements so far. We've lost Dormand. Not quite sure who the other 2 cars are. Got a decent battle going on between Jensen and Emanuelson. As here we got Coupon and Cook. Ulrich is slowly chipping away at Whitburn. Under a second that gap now. Let's see what it looks like from his point of view. Very little between them on lap times. These two are having a right battle here. Jensen not laying down. Savelli sticking with Sir Rosa. Kerr only less than a second now behind. Ahead, sorry. Ooh, Ulrich right on the bumper now. Ulrich finding some pace in that Aston tonight. He was actually speaking about the amount of steering input that you should be putting in. And you see the drivers that are at the top put a lot more steer than us average Joes do. Off the track goes Taylor. I think he might have just got a major a warning for that. Not very nice etiquette, but this is closing together nicely. So 15 minutes into the race. So Coopin trying to close down on Cook. Rosa is closing in on Kerr. Got a bit between his teeth by the looks of it. Let's jump back on board with Ulrich as he's once again right on the tail of Whitburn. Coopin into the pits really early. And Taylor is as well. We've lost another car. Got massive field spread. Jensen's off the track. Once again, curves proving a problem. So Bink sitting in 18th currently. There's Turner just ahead, who's having a great race with Bidolph as well. Kerr managing that gap to Sir Rosa just behind. Blanchett was off the track there briefly. Decent little battle going on at the back of the pack. Turner chasing down car 16th place, Bidoff, also known as GWC. If anyone is in the chat, please can you do some chat or something? I've not got a mod set up, so just so that gets off the screen, please. Just say hi 10 times if you have to. Oh, I could do it. What am I doing? So we've got Hartfield and Marino into the pits. Really early this. Does look like Kerr is starting to slowly clawing Cascario. Turner's got himself up in the 14th, but other cars have pitted. Ulrich still within half a second, and they've got back markers ahead. This isn't the best place to run up behind back markers. And there they go. I don't know what Taylor saw there, but he seemed to have dodged something. This battle here as well is starting to bunch up a little bit. Only 3 seconds between 4 cars. Starting to close in on Cascario. Dropping Sarosa slightly. I wonder if Sarosa just had a little issue. Now Savelli to close in once again. And wants to try and stay with this battle ahead. Does Sarosa. And we've got a 4-car tussle starting to brew now. Whitburn still holding on to first place. Savelli putting the pressure on Sarosa, and he's starting to drop Kerr, who's just 7/10 behind Cascario now. Ulrich once again This is how the gap is in literal terms. Although so Rose has just lost the position, so through goes Savelli. So Rose are down to 6th place. We have Petrone and Galea fighting now. Petrone we've seen have quite a few incidents so far this race. He's going to stick a move up on the inside here. This has allowed Marino to close in as well. Oh, oof. And I think he's going to lose possession here. I don't think he's going to give up easy. Oh, what happened there? So just about avoids contact. No contact, no contact. Was there contact there? I'm not too sure. But what I'm sure is he's dropped a few places there. Now Marino, his turn. So Rhodes is staying with Savelli, but Savelli has taken a second out of Kerr just ahead. So he's on a bit of a charge. Zagorski would do well to stay with him. Nice racing between these two. They've been battling. I'm about lap 5. Whitburn did get off to a really good start. Barton's just made a big jump. Done the people pitting. We've got Barton, who's in 16th place now. Timings are a bit all over the place tonight on the screen. Bit of a struggle to keep up with the action. Such a tricky, horrible corner, that one. So we're approaching the halfway mark. We have dropped another driver as well. Dropping like flies tonight. So these have got back markers approaching them. Barton and Jensen battling there. Bidolph into the pits. So Lara's not going to be happy with this, getting lapped. Usually one of the front runners. This will give Ulrich a breathing room, a bit of breathing room here. Yeah, nicely done by Lara there. And Jensen likewise. Backmarker etiquette's been pretty good so far this season. Cook rejoins, comes out behind Galea. Rosa right on the bumper now of Savelli. And into the pits goes Savelli. It's Rosa staying out. Halfway stage of the race now. Ulrich's been into the pits as well. We've got Galea up into 10th place. Yet to pit, of course. Well, okay, so now we can see on the graphic there who's pitted and who hasn't. So Whitburn is into the pits. Trying to avoid the undercut. Where's Ulrich at the moment? He's just making his way around into the first sector. So he's got 3 more corners remaining. Haywood in 6th place, yet to pit as well. Galea and Turner are into the pits. So just Cascario, Kerr, Zagorski and Haywood are yet to pit. The gap's not massive between them. De Campo was in 3rd place before the pits. He's currently now running in 1st place, but yet to pit. This battle for 2nd place currently isn't over yet. Zagorski has dropped off somewhat, 3.5 seconds. Lara trying to make his way back through. Not too sure if he's pitted already yet, because if he hasn't, sorry, then he's on a result here, but maybe drive-throughs maybe start coming into this in a little while. And into the pits comes Kerr. Zagorski also into the pits. We've got Lara closing in on Cook, 7/10 of gap. Increased a little bit. Cooper down in 21st. What's happened to him? He has pitted. So only now these two, Cascario and Campo, need to pit. Lara has pitted. So he's actually battling for 10th place here, and he was at the back. So those who've rage quitted tonight, here's a lesson how to get that back. Oh, maybe this isn't too much of a lesson. Oh, it's a killer for time as well, because you've got to get stopped, then spun round. And you've got incoming cars. Waiting for the pits to sort themselves out. But the key thing here is Whitburn is out in front of Ulrich. Has not had a good race tonight at all. Head doesn't seem in it. Skorowski and Savelli do battle once again. .4 the gap currently. And closing by the looks of it. Let's see as they exit this section. He's just taking a few more attempts out of him. But Savelli only 1.7. Kerr's got a big jump on Cascario as well. 5 seconds now ahead. So Kerr, with a big task ahead of him, he's 20 seconds behind Ulrich. But he could find himself in the battle for third place. So keep an eye on for that as we wait for De Campo to pit. Unfortunately, there's not much else going on the track. Apart from back markers and that. Not Steve Turner is having a great race tonight. And through goes Cooper on Turner. Very much settled down. Not much exciting of races tonight. Yeah, they're different drivers, have different styles. Whitburn is taking a lot of time out of De Campo here. Although he has got he's definitely, the camera's going to get hurt. Oh, Whitburn's off. Ulrich's through. Whitburn's off. So technically, Ulrich's now got the lead of the race. Can we go back and watch that? Can I be quick enough? Oh, no. That wasn't far enough back. Missed out and didn't get to see what that was. He's now in second place with her now 15 seconds behind. Zagorski. It's going to be interesting where De Campo comes into this now. And who's that? Patrone. Oh. Kerr must have had a bit of a code brown there. Still waiting for De Campo to come into the pits. Just 20 minutes remaining. It's clearly going for a different tactic. I don't think it's going to work too well. 45 seconds to Ulrich. And into the pits he does come as I say that. So Whitburn dropping down to third place. So Kerr's going to be an interesting one. I think Whitburn will hold his position. So Campo still on the ground, not moving. Round come the leaders. And underway he goes. And then Graham Kerr's going to come round. It's going to be... I think it's going to be fine. Oh. No, it's going to be decent enough. He's got a big enough gap. So Rosa's closing in on 6th place again. There is a lot of traffic though. Oof. Wow. That was close. Definitely squeaky bum time. I think he went into the wall there. Hurts Rosa big time on his time. So we had the Battle of the Duchies here. These two, both lorry drivers. From my neighbours over in the Netherlands. Binky been with BoA for best part of 2.5 years now. Oh, no. He's just pushed his friend into the wall. Oh, no. Well, Binky will be picking up a penalty for that if everything goes to plan. So there's going to be now not the normal report. We will be going back and checking the incidents. And then submitting every incident to the stewards. So Delay and Turner once again coming together. 15 minutes remaining. I could guarantee that just got on the nerves of Rosa there. As he creeps around Taylor there. Losing time once again. I don't know, he didn't lose too much time there. Well, he's still just under a second behind. A nice battle between these two. Then we have the battle of the back markers between Turner, who's having one of the best races we've seen. Down to 22 cards tonight. Really disappointing. Hartfield off the track. Oh, I think we're going to make that 21 now. Let's see what happens to Owl here. So we've got Ulrich coming up behind. Owl clips the grass. There he goes. He ain't stopping that. Gets on the brakes really late there. Race over. That is, you're not coming back from that. Sorry, I've got 10 seconds of replay going. So Hartfield jumps back to the pits. Another KIA. Been a brutal one tonight. Mostly by driver error. Oh, Binks off the track again. Through goes Blanchett. Needs up another position. Sorry, we're only watching this battle. But these two are the highest placed battle. Apart from Galea and Turner here, who are bringing up the rear for us. Twelve, 13 minutes remaining. So not been the most thrilling of races we've had. I think the best racing we've had in the last 2 days was actually Silver Class last night on Xbox. Big thank you to Lee Dorwood for today. He helped me big time fixing the servers and that. Otherwise, they might not have been racing tonight. So, bit off the track. Haywood is just lapping. It's not a whole lot to talk about. What I can talk about is we have an endurance race in less than 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks Saturday gone. And it's free to enter. You can sign up on SimGrid. Just search for BoATV Sports and you'll see the picture of Monza. But fingers crossed we're going to tidy up our stewarding system on PC. So thanks to Big Owl and a former member, we've managed to work out how to do that. I'm useless where it comes to spreadsheets. Is that? That's Petrodi. I'm trying to figure out. Lara. So Lara. Oh, Lara has caught up with Cook. That's interesting. So just turn her between them. Lara's going to want to get by as quick as possible. And nicely done by Turner there, allowing Lara through. So we're going to have a battle here. So I've just spotted Roses right up on the bumper of the BMW now of Savelli. So maybe he was saving his tyres, waiting for this opportunity. Last 10 minutes now, running out of time. They've been battling most of the race. Ulrich looking sensational out the front. Whitburn with one mistake he's put him 3.5 seconds behind. We've had a total of 8 retirements tonight. I don't look at a thingy after this, but we did have 1 or 2 last minute dropouts, cancellations I should say. Oh, this could be Gala's chance. Lara's got that. Oh, they're both off. No. And Galea comes off second. Oh, wow. Galea comes off second worst on that one. It comes off worst, sorry. Jesus. Savelli's managed to pull a gap over a second again to Sarosa. So here we go. We've got a battle on our hands. This is for 9th place in class. Hayward currently leading pro class with Emmanuelson in 2nd. And Barton holding out for 3rd place in Pro-Am. I say holding that, he's got some 10-second lead over Jensen. And then way out in the lead, well, I say way, oh, I'll tell you what. On a bit of a charge is Whitburn here, as they're making their way through traffic. There's Barton ahead of them. Moving well out of the way. From what I've seen, back marker etiquette has been great. Sorry guys, but I'm struggling to find things to talk about. It's one of them ones tonight. It's not often they happen, but it's been rather quiet. Quite a lot of mistakes. 20-degree track temperature, not optimal. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Whitburn getting that gap down to 2 seconds now. Ulrich seemingly in control in the last 5 minutes. He looks strong through qualifying. Also in the best out of Whitburn to claim pole. And Whitburn led for over half of the race, dropped it, and now Ulrich has held the lead for the last third of the race. Be interested. Wait. This battle's slowed down once again. Guys, it's not looking like a typical last 10 minutes of a GT3 race. Just see the watch back on the thingy there, my phone. Seeing it did get really close, so let's watch out for any iffy defending. Three minutes remaining. More traffic ahead of these two. Blanchett and Biddulph now battling. This is for 5th in class. Haywood leading the pro class, pro-am, sorry. Oh, sorry, I didn't even. I just clocked. Lara has got through. See if we can watch that back. I do apologise. I was not with it there. So bad exit from Lara. It's the wrong button. And through goes Lara. But unfortunately, we've got another 30 seconds of this. Can't seem to stop it. Well, I can't tell you there's no change to positions.
final lap now.
And there you have it. Whitburn has closed in a little bit. So Ulrich's going to approach the final corner. Is this yes, it is. Oh, that was close to being the final lap. But there he goes, takes a win. Well done, Ulrich.
The leader has finished.
Whitburn claiming second place. De Campo in third. Graham Kerr. Oh, I'm having issues with my internet, I think. So he's going to come around and claim fourth place. Then Cascario, who's had a really quiet race, is going to be in fifth place with Savelli, who's been hunted most of the race by Sarosa. Marino, he's going to claim eighth place. Haywood, ninth. Lara 10th, and Mr. Cook in 11th. Magnusson 12th, Barton 13th, Jones in 14th, Blanchett, Biddulph 16th, 17th, Galea in 17th, 18th and 19th are Turner and Petrone, and Taylor and, well, Binky did not finish the race. So there we have it. Let's round 5 out of the way. So yeah, not the most exciting of races, it's got to be said. Probably better for the drivers. But it's been interesting. Good to watch again. So we'll thank you, and we'll see you all again on Sunday for GT3 Sunday. I think they're at Nürburgring. No, Hungaroring, sorry. So, but yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. And we'll see